So, Mr. Sadaqi, please do everything that I told Miss Sharifi to do. Please go on a chart, locate the pivots,
من چارتو بیارم.
open orders, and put your take profit. So, you mean in here, in this page? Yes, okay. Yes, I have given you access. Please click on the screen. Can you see my pointer now? I can't see your pointer. Please try again and move your pointer. Okay, I can see it.
خب این چجوری پاک میشه؟
Okay, so how can I delete these? Please go on indicator release to delete them.
پاکش کن.
Should I delete them? Yes, you should.
خب
All right.
این الان یورو یو اس دی.
So we're on the euro dollar chart now.
استاد معمولا
So usually,
در واقع
excuse me, can you please explain for us the collisions because we have a sideways trend here. You see the multiple collisions that I talked about. Were about collisions in the trend, not the candlesticks. And I will repeat that for you next session.
خب
All right.
استاد این در واقع میشه یورو یو اس دیه.
So this
این
is
در
our euro dollar
تایم‌فریم
chart,
یک روزه. من
and
اول
we're on
شیوه
the daily time
چرخ روند
frame.
میکشم. میخوام
I
ببینم
will
استاد
draw the
چند
trend
روزه.
line first to see
خدمت
what
عرض
we
کنم
have here.
که من به این شکل چرخ روند میکنم از اولی
So
به دومی.
I'm going to draw the trend line like this. I'm going to connect these together.
این به این شکل من می‌بینم که در واقع با تشکیل سطح بالا و چپ بالا روندی
So I
از
can
نقطه
see
ورودی
that
به صعودی تبدیل شده.
we have an uptrend
این
here.
بعد حالا میام پیوتامون رو مشخص می‌کنم
And I'm going to locate the
ببینم
pivots now
پیوتا در چه حال.
so we can see how they are.
خب
Okay.
الان قیمت ما در اینجا
So the price is
تقریبا
right
در واقع
there.
میشه گفتش که حرکتش به سمت
And we
پایینه.
can say that we're going to have a decline.
خب الان اولین
So
پیوتی
the
که
first pivot,
ما
please, before you locate the pivots, draw the Fibonacci.
خب یه سکوت کلی بگیرم.
So should I draw the overall Fibonacci?
شاید من فیبر کلی بگیرم
Should I
یا
draw the
فیبر
overall
قیچی.
Fibonacci or the partial one? That's okay. That's correct.
درست.
Okay.
خب الان من یه مقدار بزرگش
So let
کنم.
me zoom in. Please adjust your Fibonacci chart. You see, let me give away your access for a second. This is how I draw the Fibonacci, exactly at the tip of
درسته.
the single there.
یه مقدار خب الان خوب شد.
So is it okay now?
خب
Okay.
الان ما قیمت ما تقریبا یه فیگور
So the price is on
و فیگور
23
20
level.
رو تقریبا لمس
And it has
کرده
touched
و
the 23
برگشته.
level and it has
به
reversed.
خاطر چی؟ به خاطر اینکه ما اینجا
Because
پیوت
we have
داریم،
pivots here.
پیوت شادو داریم.
We have a shadow
من
pivot
فرض کنم اینجا هم یه پیوت
and
شادو
another shadow pivot
اینجا
here
پیوت شادو
and
داریم
another one there.
و اینجا هم پیوت
And we
بدنی
have a
داریم.
body pivot right there.
اینا همه
And the price has
پیوت
reversed
بدن.
on the body
پیوت
pivot.
من
Good
میگم
job.
پیوت بدنه. شما
I
فرض
call
کنید
it body pivot. What did you call it? No, it doesn't make any difference. But the price has reversed on the
اینجا
swing
اینو
low
میگم.
pivot. Can you see it? Yes,
بازی
that's
در
correct.
اینو
So
برگردونده.
the swing
خب
low
حالا
pivot
اینجا
has reversed the trend.
واسه یه حالا اینو بعدا میپرسم.
I
خب اینو
okay. So we
برگردونده
have had a
میبینیم
reversal
که
here, and the
تغییرات
next pivot,
حالا ما اینجا
and here
اینجا ما یه پیوت
we have a
داریم
pivot right
که
there,
قیمت البته دقیقاً روش فکر
and the
کنم
price is exactly on that spot, I guess.
که اینجا اومده دقیقاً به همون پیوت خورده.
And the price has touched exactly these pivots.
فقط یه دونه اینجا
And
داریم.
we have one here. Please tell me what about the trend.
روند ما
We have
سعودیه.
an uptrend. Good job.
روند ما سعودیه از حالت
So
نزول.
we had a
اینجا
downtrend
روند
before,
سعودیه خط
but
روند
then we've had a reversal
برگشت.
and now it's an uptrend. Please tell me why you say that we have an uptrend now.
دلیلش
Okay,
یکی
so the
اینکه
first
این
reason
خط روندی که من اینجا
is
انداختم،
because of the trend line that I drew.
همین خط روندی که اینجا من انداختم، این خط روند رو برنشون میده. بعد سقف بالا و کف بالا رو میذاره
And we have a
و
swing
خیلی
high and a
راحت
swing
اگه
low
من یه
here.
خط روند
So
بکشم
if I draw the trend line here,
به این شکل.
so based on
بله
the
اینجا
swing high and swing low strategy,
که
you
در
got the
واقع قیمت
confirmation. That's good.
چشم.
Please draw it correctly.
خب، بله.
Okay.
درست
I
شد.
think it's correct now. That's okay. Don't worry
ببین
about it.
استاد اینجا
So in here,
قیمت ما الان
the
اومده
price,
دقیقاً. یعنی من همین رو بیام
you know,
در واقع به هم خورد.
please adjust your trend line first. I
اینا
will.
ما یه بندینگ اینجا
So if we put that
دقیقاً
right
این که
there,
برگشتشه
this is the
و
reversal
این
point.
ما در نظر داریم که این
And
حالا
we should
با
keep
در
in
نظر
mind
گرفتن
that
پیوت ها قیمت
based on
این
pivots,
خط روند
the
روستایی
price is
میرسه
probably going to
و
touch
اگر
this.
حالا
No, that's
این که اینجا
incorrect. Oh, you're saying
خط
that
ترن
because
و
based
ما
on the
حالا
trend
هر
line.
جا
Okay,
که
go
به
on.
پیوت قوی رسیدیم،
So
قیمت
whenever we
ما
have a powerful
برگرده
pivot and
در همون
we're going
نقطه
to have a
خط تشکیل
reversal,
شد. ما در همون نقطه میتونیم وارد
we should start buying at that
و
point.
خرید و در واقع اوردرمون رو باز
And we should
کنیم و
open
وقتی که
orders
حالا در واقع سخت هست. حالا اینجا
and
الان
start buying.
فیبو رو فرمودید تغییرش بدم.
So did you tell
فیبو رو
me
برای
to
خودم بزنم.
adjust the pivot there? Okay, I will. If you drag it there, it will be adjusted
خب
automatically. Okay, that's correct now.
الان استاد من
So,
حالا بقیه پیوتاشو
should
بندازم.
I locate the other pivots? Please move on to the 4-hour time frame. Please adjust the chart here. Zoom in. No, wait. Okay, now it's correct. If you click on the screen, you will get
خب
access.
الان
Okay, so now if you close the part there, you will be
خب
a
الان
lot more
قسمت ما در اینجا
comfortable.
پیوت ما به
Okay,
این
so
صورت
the pivots, our pivots are like this.
این پیوته
One of them is right there. That's good job.
دقیقا روی همین
When have we had a reversal? Yes, that's
روی این
okay.
پیوت برگشت شده. البته
So we've had a reversal because of this pivot, and in
پیوت
fact, we
رو
can
رد
say it
کرده.
has gone further than the pivot. Is that correct?
الان
No, it's not correct. It has just touched it. If you adjust the line, you can see that it has just touched it. It hasn't gone further than it.
همین خط
You mean the red line there? Yes, that's correct.
درسته. دقیقا درست.
Okay.
خب
So
این دقیقا به این خورده
the price
برگشت
has reached
شده
this
و
and it has
حرکت
reversed.
به سمت بالا
And
داره.
it's going up now.
خب اینجا الان جمع‌ترش کنم
So should I
که بخوام ببینم پیوت قبلش
zoom out
بیشتره.
if I want to see the pivots in the past? Please tell me what's
خب
going to
الان
happen
این
at the moment.
خب الان این برگشت
You see,
خورده.
we've had a reversal here,
ما باید منتظر
so we
باشیم.
should
یکی
wait.
پیوت‌های پایینش رو می‌ذاریم و
Although I
باید
should
منتظر بمونیم.
locate the
ببینیم چه
pivots that are down there. So now we should
که
wait
قیمت ما
to see
از این پیوت از این قسمت بالا این پیوت که این بالا انداختیم اگر رد بشه
if the
یک
pivot
طرفه ما
breaks the
اینجا
if the
بای
price
استاپ
breaks the
بذاریم
pivot, we should put a
و
buy stop
فعلا
right there
هم اینجا در واقع معامله‌مون فعال بشه
so
بعد
that the trade is open there. Please move on to the 30 minutes time frame. Mr. Stanley, can you please draw a Fibonacci? Yes, that's a good idea. Please move on to the 4-hour time frame and draw a partial Fibonacci there.
پیوت جزوشو
The partial Fibonacci? Good job.
دقیقاً
Alright, so
خب 50% تو همون قسمت برگشتی شد چیز ببخشید 61
the 61 level is exactly where the reversal has happened. Okay. Please move on to the 30-hour time frame. I want you to do something that you can't do in the 4-hour time frame. Please draw your trend line and locate the pivots. And delete these. Okay.
ما خط ترندمون رو
So the trend line is like this.
اینه
Okay, so this is our trend line.
خط ترندمون فکر کنم این
And
میتونه باشه
we can draw another one here.
درست استاد
Is that correct? You have another trend line. These two were correct.
خب از این به
Okay,
این
so is it this one? No, it's not.
یا خط ترند کلی تر
You
داریم
have a more overall trend line. Please draw it. If it's wrong, I will tell you.
خب خط ترند
Okay,
کلی
so
ما
overall trend line. That's correct. That is correct. Yes, like that. That's correct. So when was the reversal?
دقیقا روی خط سفید.
Exactly on the trend line.
دقیقا روی خط سفید
Exactly
بله.
on the trend line, we've had a reversal. That's correct. So what is the trend here?
روند
We
ما شکل
have
سودی.
an ascending trend.
آره کلی
Yes, in
جزئی
the
سودی.
long-term time frames, we have an ascending trend, but in the
دقیقا.
partial time frame, we have a downtrend. Okay, good. So please start taking orders.
آره یک بار اینو زده.
You have a body pivot there. Excuse me. Now that it has reached the 61 level, isn't it going to be reversed? No, it will be reversed if it touches the pivot, but it hasn't yet. So yeah, that's correct.
خب این الان
So
ما الان اوردر باز میکنیم که
please open an
الان
order.
سل بگیرم دیگه. درسته.
Please imagine you're trading for real.
الان باز
Put your
شد.
take profit and stop loss. Can you
حد
see the
میزنم.
stop loss there? Yes. Okay, now put your take profit on the chart. Please click again.
حد میزنم همینطور.
So it's almost at this zone. Please adjust it a little bit.
اه، بیارمش
Should I move it
بالاتر.
higher? No, you should
پایین‌تر.
move it
آره آره.
lower.
خوبه.
Is it good now? Please move on to the hourly time frame. The last line that you put
اینجا
there was your body
بله
pivot,
درسته.
right? Yes. Yes. So that was your body
درسته.
pivot.
این پیوت
Okay,
تناوب.
that's correct. I will tell you what your problem here was. The, after highlighting this pivot here, you had a body pivot right there. Is that correct? Yes. So this is a very powerful pivot, as you know. So you shouldn't expect it to reach this line again. You see, based on Fibonacci, it hasn't reached the 61 level. And in hourly time frame, you have two candlesticks above the 61 level. And you have made a very big risk here by selling. So you should have checked the other time frames. But all of your mistakes are because you don't really know about the candlesticks. But it was alright. Please move on to another chart. I'm telling you to do this so you can see what your mistakes really are. It's okay if you lose. Please decrease the.
نه لاتش رو میوردیم پایین‌تر.
Excuse me, I don't
نه
understand.
میگم لاتش خب این دفعه تو معامله بعدی.
Oh, I said that you should reduce the lot size. Oh, that doesn't really matter.
خب
It's okay. I'm just telling you to do this so you can know what your mistakes are based on stop loss and take profit. You should understand what's going to happen in the market at the moment. We're working at the moment in the market, not at the past of the market, so you can see what's going to happen.
یه بار دیگه زحمت میکشی همین
Okay,
سیمبل رو برای
so
ما
can you
بگی
please
و
draw the
بگردیم با هم
Fibonacci again? You see, you have drawn your Fibonacci correctly here, but the order that you just took here was very risky because the price is going to go up and your candlesticks are formed above the 61 level, and your hourly time frame in your midterm trading is ascending. So you have started selling when exactly at the points that when we have an uptrend.
راست میگی
You see that? Yes, that's correct. But if you had bought here, you wouldn't even be worried if your price hit this zone because you had an uptrend then. But you see, the market elasticity is upward. So you're going to lose if you start selling. So let me move on to the 4 hour time frame. You see, you draw a trend line in the 4 hour time frame, and you drew a partial Fibonacci, and also you located the pivots there. You highlighted this zone because you have a pivot there, a body pivot right there, a candlestick and shadow pivot right here. So you see that these pivots are very powerful. So when you have that on the way, it's not logical to make this
چند
risk.
تا منطق داره میگه که اشتباه
Yes, that you're right. It's not logical.
آره
But you see, you know that you have an uptrend based on your future candlesticks. But in the short-term trading, you did a very wrong thing because you didn't pay attention to this. You're going to realize what a big mistake you've made when you start to lose. Based on Fibonacci and trend lines, you were wrong. Mr. Sergey, I told you that this was the 61 level. Yes, you're right. But that's okay. Those are very normal. You're going to forget about it in the future. But I asked you about every strategy, about the swing lows and highs and Fibonacci's and trend line, and all of these methods were telling you that you're going to have an ascending trend, so you shouldn't have made that risk. So you should have started buying and gain your profit. You should put your stop loss here,
شده
below this here. If I'm not mistaken, almost at this zone. Right here. So if the price even hits this place, that's okay because I know that I'm going to have an uptrend. But that shows that you're stressful when you're trading. You shouldn't be worried because you have an uptrend. That's okay if the price comes down a bit. So based on your pivots and Fibonacci trend line candlesticks, everything, all of these strategies, you have an uptrend. They all give you an ascending signal. So that is very risky. The trade that you did was a short-term trade. So the only thing that helps you here is the candlestick that you have here. Maybe this candlestick will save you. Because and you were right about the stop loss. Your stop loss was correctly put. But if this is open, you're going to have an uptrend. And the only thing that is maybe going to save you is this candlestick.
stop loss.
So you've had 5
این
confirmations that
بار
you're going to have an
61
ascending
ایستاده
trend.
و 61 هم دقیقاً
Excuse
برگشت
me,
نظر مثلی
the
با عمل
61 level
افزایشی.
that we had there was because of the uptrend. You see, it hasn't touched the 61 level. You see, the
برگشت
retracement of
68
61
افزایشی
is
کرد.
38, right? The retracement of 50 is 23.
دقیقاً.
The retracement of 38 is 11. I taught you about this.
درست.
But the mistake that you have here is that because we've learned about the pivots, you see, for example, Miss Sharifi has forgotten about the trend line, but that is one of the strategies that we have to use. You have used the trend line strategy, but you didn't pay attention to it, even though you drew it and it told you that in the future you're going to have an uptrend, but you still took a risk. But you have a very powerful pivot area in here. It's very powerful and strong. So that's a very big risk. And you have made this risk because of very little pips.
دقیقاً.
Yes, that you're exactly right. I made a mistake. But that's okay. You're going to get better. But based on Fibonacci and pivots and the walls and the swing lows that you have, all of them tell you that you
روند روند
have an
سودیه.
ascending trend. Yes, and the swing lows that you have there give you a confirmation
دقیقاً.
that you're going to have an upward movement. Yes, that's correct. Excuse me. Go on, Miss Sharifi. Was he correct about the stop loss? I can't really see it. Is it above the previous candlestick? It's right there. So it's above the previous candlestick. Yes, that is because he was working on the 30-minute time frame. But if we work on the 4-hour time frame, it's going to be different, right? Yes, that's a very different analysis. When you're looking at the 30-hour time frame, it has its own analysis, and when you're looking at the 4-hour time frame, it has its own analysis as well. So they're different. You should never look at one time frame and put your stop loss based on another time frame. Because on different time frames you may have different signals. So you should never do that. Mr. Sadrian, you were very fast too. I was very slow, but you were better. Yes, and then his analysis was right too, but in here he made a small mistake. And he didn't pay attention to this area. Because we have learned about the pivots. So when you have located your pivots, you should pay attention to the influence that it has on your trend. You see, you shouldn't just locate them for nothing. If you know that you have pivots here, you should know how it's going to change the trend. So, as I've told you before, you're successful when you're faster than the market. So I should predict if these pivots are going to be broken or not. And based on that, I should take orders. And I shouldn't wait. You see? I should predict. If the candlestick, if I wait for the candlestick to be completed, then it's over and means nothing. So anything could happen. So, based on all of the strategies that you have, you should know if it's going to break or not. You should be able to predict. But the mistakes that you have made here is because you don't know about candlesticks. If you did, you probably would have known what was going to happen. But your analysis was okay. And I know that maybe you should have known that you had to buy here, but I don't know what happened in your mind that you said we should sell here. You have located the pivots here too, but I don't know what was going on in your mind. No, you see, I wasn't even thinking about this at that moment. I was really stressed out when I was doing this, so I wasn't thinking very well. That's okay. So you see, the orders that Miss Sharifi did, she had these mistakes as well. You said this is the order of Miss Sharifi, and she has opened a very safe order here. But she was very slow. That was her problem. Yes, I should trade weekly. I shouldn't trade on short-term trends or I do scalp trading. I should I should start trading on Monday mornings and wait for the week to be over. Okay, good. So, Mr. Saleh, that was about your analysis. And this is the this is the gold chart. Please start analyzing this. So, okay, if I want to draw the trend line, this is our trend line. So we can say that we've had a reversal here based on the swing lows and swing highs. Like this. Like this. So we have an uptrend right now. And let me draw the Fibonacci here. Excuse me, let me draw the overall Fibonacci, high to low. Okay. So exactly on 61 level, we've had fluctuations. And we can say that it has been stuck on the 61 level. Please move on to a smaller time frame. So what was your analysis on
روندمون
daily time frame?
خروجیه
So we have
و
an
در
uptrend.
واقع میتونستش که روی فیبو 61
It's
خرداد
and the price has
دارید
been
ارزیابی
stuck
کنید.
on the 61 level. Yes, because we're going to have corrections.
جا
Yeah, but it had been
در واقع میشه گفتش
ascending.
که الان چون
And the price has been reversed on the pivot on your 61 level. So when the price hits the
حالا من
central pivots, it
فرضی
has to give us
با
corrections.
فیبو بود یه مقدار ازش سوال میپرسم یه مقدار اینجا منو گیج
So
میکنه
this is exactly
خب
where it
البته این
confuses me.
یکی از دلایل دیگه هم میتونه این باشه
One of the other reasons for that,
که ما متوجه بشیم داره قیمت روند تغییر
one of the other reasons that we could understand
سقف‌ها
we are going to have a reversal
یعنی سقف پایین‌تر
is
از این
that
سقف داره
this swing high is lower than the previous one.
نیومده سقف بالاتر بزنه سقف پایین‌تر
It's lower, it's not
و ما
higher.
انتظار داریم
So we
که
expect
کفمون هم بره کف پایین‌تر
the swing low
کف
to
بالا
be lower
حالا
as
ما
well.
اینو من پیوتا رو مشخص
But
کنم
although, let me locate the pivots. Please zoom
ریفرش
in,
کنم
zoom out, please, so you can see all of the pivots. And please close the navigation bar
خب الان
here.
قیمت ما
Okay,
داره
so
نزدیک
the
61
price is on 61 level right now.
الان قیمت ما رو این پیوت و رو این در واقع پیوت های بدنه و پیوت شادو رو گیر کرد
And it has been stuck on the body and shadow pivots. Is
درسته
that correct?
33
Yes, that is correct.
و پیوت های بدنه
So the shadow pivots and the body
و
pivots.
این توجیه کرده میشه گفتیم
So is this a swing low? Can we consider it as a swing low? Yes, this is your swing low.
الان قیمت ما به سمت پایینه
And the price is declining right now.
روند ما در اینجا به سمت
So we
پایینه
have a downtrend right now.
آره این میشه در واقع اینه اگه بخوایم در نظر بگیریم میشه توجیه
So
کرد
this is our
توجیه
swing
داره
low.
دیگه درسته
Is that
اینجوری
correct? Yes, it
خب
is.
یکی اینه
Okay, so
و یکی همین در واقع پیوت بدنه است
and we have a body pivot right there.
بعدی
So what should we do about that?
پیوت بعدیش هم به دست بیارم
Should I highlight the other pivots? No, because the class is going to be finished soon. Please tell me what we should
خب
do
طبق
here.
این روالی که الان
You
هستش
see, in the
روند ما روند
trend that we have here,
صعودی برعکس شده در حالت
because we've had a
زیرگیری رفتنه
reversal and we have a downtrend here. Because of
به خاطر
that,
عبور از این پیوت
we're going to break this
ما
pivot
اینجا
here.
میتونیم یه دونه در واقع میشه گفتش که
So we should
آره یه
open an order,
سل
a
استاپ
future
بذاریم
order, and we should
ممکن
put a
باشه اگر
sell
این
stop
عبور
right there,
کرد یه
so that
تپان
if it
کنه
goes further
و
than that, the sell
پیوت
stop will
بعدی میاد
be
مشخص میشه
activated.
پیوت بعدی
And I
ما
should look at the next pivots.
الان این پیوت که با این هم هم
For example, this pivot that is at the same row with
این
the other one is our pivot. Okay, that's great. Good job. So based on Fibonacci, your swing highs and swing lows and your pivots and also the trend line, you understood what your trend was. But you haven't learned about a lot of things. This is only your fifth or sixth session. But based on candlesticks and the things that I'm going to taught you and the patterns, there are many other methods that you have to learn. And when you enter the market, you know what's going to happen in the market. But for now, that's good. That's great. and all of the things that you have learned was performed very well. And I will teach you